expect the unexpected.
You go to like a place that's famous for pastries, and he in fact now calls me an 11 a.m. Branzino. Because I did. I ordered an 11 a.m. Branzino. It was 11 a.m. and I wanted to eat something healthy. I was cutting down on the sugar. But you brought up the black and white. I did want to talk just a little bit about that, because you know, I think all of us as directors and actors want to be in a black and white movie or a black and white TV show. And I know how hard it is to get a black and white movie made or a black and white television show made. And everything I've said about black and white, I meant. I did mean it when I said I would like the younger folks to look at the color and then maybe hopscotch over to the black and white and discover how beautiful it is. And I'm convinced that within 5 minutes they'll get hooked and be absorbed into that universe. But the thing about the reality is, you know, I was in survival mode. The show wasn't definitely greenlit, so I did call Jen and said, you don't only have to do it in color, in black and white, you can also do it in color. So I just was trying to get the show made. But I'm glad we did it, because now we've kind of fine-tuned it, and I hope that more folks in television will explore the model of deploying it in two different ways. You'll get more directors, you'll get more actors.
Awesome.
My at the time teenage son sat me down to watch Breaking Bad. I had not been watching any television, and I was, for whatever reason, maybe a snob or whatever it was, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna make movies. And he said, you gotta watch this. And I did, and I thought, oh wow, wait a minute. This is long form. There's time here to develop a character within 8 episodes that I would never have the time to do in a feature film. And it occurred to me that we could start, Orrin and I actually started doing it. We started planting little seeds that the character would start to move like a spider, and we would explain the different vocal intonations, keeping it enigmatic, but later in the show showing that he's watching the old movies and he's reprogramming his body to become more human again. I don't think we would have had the time to find that in a normal feature film. This gave us, and we were flexible, we were fluid, we were finding it as we went along, and that's what I was really hoping for, and so was Orrin, and we got there. My favorite day on the show was when he came into my trailer and he said, look, why don't we say this about, you know, the thoughts and the impulses, and you're getting control of it some of the time, and all that, and we just went and shot it. But that kind of flexibility and that freedom, I don't think I would have had that on a feature. So happily, the television experience was extremely rewarding for me as an actor.
Do as much of it as you want.
I got a chance to thank Vince Gilligan.
Oh, wow.
For helping convince you to do the television show.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what it was. It really was. I saw the Breaking Bad, and I was like, wow, okay, well, maybe I should really try this. Get the snob hat off and make a TV show. You know?
Do a Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Well, we should be so lucky, but that was really the motivation.
New Girl would have given you.
What I was so happy with was the way I felt like the way Darren Tiernan shot it, the way Tracy Field dressed us in the wardrobe, really put us, what I had hoped for was that we could transport you. Yes, it's New York, yes, it's the 30s, but it's another dimension. I wanted you to forget that this is 2026 and that we are going somewhere into another time. And when I saw the first episode, I was like, wow, I think I'm really watching an old movie. This is wonderful. And that's why I love the black and white so much. That's what I was hoping for. My God, I mean, the whole time I was sweating. I mean, come on, think about it for a second. At the read-through, I'm going to be talking like this. I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get fired. No, I'm going to keep doing it. Stick to my gun. Stick to it. Just do it. I did not relax until they showed me all 8 episodes, and I literally went...
That happened because I was 50 feet behind Nick, and I went...
It's true. I mean, the whole time I didn't know. I just knew I had this feeling that I had to go for it. We all did, yeah.
We knew.
Funniest, this is funny. So we're about to do the big read-through. All of us folks know about how important the read-through is with the television powers that be. And Dan, one of the producers on the show, says, now listen, make sure you don't mumble when you go to that read-through. And I was like, what's the big deal here? Why is this so intense? I've been to read-throughs a million times with movies. You know, no, we haven't closed it yet with Amazon. Don't mumble. I called my old friend who did a lot of television, Mr. Charlie Sheen. And I said, Charlie, I said, listen, Nick, I'm really busy. I'm writing my book right now. What's the issue? I go, well, look, you've done a lot of TV. I've never done TV. Yeah, okay, what's up? What's up, dude? What's up? And I said, well, I was just told, well, we're doing the big read-through. Oh, yeah, well, no, Nick, that's the hardest part. Man, that's the hardest part, man. I go, well, so what's the problem? He said, well, this producer said to me, don't mumble. And he said, I'm sorry, who told you not to mumble? I said, I know, I think his name's Dan. I'm sorry, is his last name Sony? No, well then tell him to fuck off. Hey, Charlie, thank you. It was hilarious. And then I just laughed and I went and we did the read-through and we got the deal. I did the read-through talking like Humphrey Bogart, which didn't make it easy.
For the record, we love Dan.
We do love Dan. He loves the story. Dan Shear loves the story. We've been laughing about it ever since. We're still laughing about it. He became your favorite person, Charlie Sheen, after that story.
He's Dan Sony in my phone.
Dan isn't here by chance, is he?
He's here.
He's here.
It's amazing. Dan's
Laughing.
right now.